Robots will start making robots, a new flying bike, NASA's Centennial Interstellar mission, robot avatars, underwater robots will learn the superpowers of tropical fish, and other high-tech news in today's one episode. ABB Smart Factory, where robots will produce robots, will work as early as 2022. The techno giant will allocate a total of $150 million for the project. The enterprise will be located in Shanghai and will occupy 67,000 square meters. To make production flexible and adaptable to new tasks, robots will not be lined up along a single conveyor belt, but can instead move freely between individual automated islets. There will be people in the factory, but their main task will be to accelerate innovation for artificial intelligence. And for this purpose, a special research center will be created at the plant. Japanese startup ALI Technologies showed the first flight of its flying bike with a range of 40 minutes and top speeds of 100 km per hour. The Xturismo runs on a combination of combustion engine and batteries. It stands out because of the hybrid design. It has two large propellers at the front and rear of the body, as well as four smaller ones at the corners. It's likely the large propellers are responsible for generating almost all of the lift, and the side propellers help the maneuvering. According to developers, the high autonomy of the transport allows it to be used for both entertainment and rescue operations. The bike is almost 4 meters long and weighs about 300 kilograms. The Xturismo price on pre-order is $682,000, and the beginning of deliveries are scheduled for 2022. Israeli startup Air unveiled a new design for its debut of vertical takeoff and landing electric planes, and they began taking pre-orders for it. Air 1 is a two-seat apparatus with folding wings, and it can fly up to 177 kilometers on a single charge at speeds of up to 250 kilometers per hour. What makes it interesting is that this isn't reserved for professional pilots, but also ordinary people will be able to control this. The possibility is given by the developed software with the elements of artificial intelligence baked in. Also, the plane will carry out self-diagnosis before the flight, and deliveries of Air 1 to the first customers will begin in 2024. The Australian startup AMSL Aero has decided to rely on hydrogen engines in the development of its own air cab. According to the developers, it will allow the device to travel up to 880 kilometers in less than 3 hours. The maximum speed will be equal to 300 kilometers per hour. The vertical takeoff and landing aircraft was developed in cooperation with the University of Sydney and autonomous technology specialists from Mission Systems. Structurally, it's a multi-copter with 8 large rotors mounted 4 on each 2 beams, one in the nose of the vehicle and the other in the tail. The rotopropellers can deflect vertically on takeoff and landing, as well as horizontally in flight mode. Jeff Bezos' company Blue Origin has published a design for its own space station. It looks like soon the number of them in orbit will be off the charts. Orbital Reef is due to be commissioned around 2030s, and according to Blue Origin, the station will function as a mixed-use business park. It will host researchers, space tourism, businessmen, and other clients of the company. A total of up to 10 people may be present in the station simultaneously. Boeing, Sierra Space, Redwire Space, and Genesis Engineering will be Blue Origin's primary partners in creating the new station. What do you think? Will Bezos succeed in making this project a reality? Let us know in the comments. NASA is preparing an interstellar mission, Interstellar, that will last more than 100 years. The Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 probes launched almost half a century ago, which were able to reach interstellar space and still fly into eternity, serving as inspiration. Although originally calculated for 5 years, the new spacecraft will be designed to run for at least a century and be able to send pictures of the solar system taken from outside. Interstellar probe will launch in 2030s. The probe will fly faster and farther than any other man-made space object in history, and its mission includes visiting more than 130 dwarf planets in the back of the solar system, and astronomers speculate that some of them may be carrying ice oceans. Tesla has opened a new R&D center in Shanghai, which should attract local talent not only in manufacturing but also in the development process. Tesla's first Chinese factory, which began operating in Shanghai at the very end of 2019, has become the company's largest production facility to date, which has impressed company executives. Now they want to unlock the full potential of local engineers to design cars aimed at specifically the Asian market. We couldn't resist mentioning the high-profile news of Facebook's renaming to Meta. If you haven't delved into the situation, it should be mentioned that the rebranding did not happen in social media, but in the company as a whole, which includes Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, as well as a division dedicated to the development of VR. It's the latter area that has concerned Mark Zuckerberg the most in recent years, having said many times that the future of the internet is a meta world, that is, a complete world in virtual reality, which will complement or replace the conventional world for us. If you want details on the idea itself, you can find a card here at the tip. Texas will soon have the largest residential neighborhood printed on a 3D printer. After completing 4 homes in Austin, Icon has teamed up with Lenner for an unusual project to build 100 3D printed homes. Each home will be for one family and will have no more than one story. Solar panels will be installed on the roof of the building to reduce electricity consumption. The authors emphasize that the houses will not look like each other, each will have its own concept. All details will be printed on an Icon Vulcan Model 3D printer. It will extrude the cement mixture in layers to create base structures of each house, and after that, builders will install the roof, doors, windows, and furniture on the frame. Skyline Robotics has decided to automate the window washing of New York City skyscrapers with its Ozmo robotic washers. The Ozmo robotic system combines artificial intelligence, machine learning, and computer vision with advanced robotics and sensors, including a robotic arm developed by KUKA. It's expected to make window washing faster and safer. And by the way, they always say that when they're replacing humans with robots. And MIT, along with the Institute for Advanced Urban Solutions in Amsterdam, have roboticized the movement of urban canals. The 4-meter-long Roboat III unmanned jet ski is equipped with advanced navigation technology and will be able to carry up to 5 passengers on board. The vehicle moves using a simple navigation technology based on LiDAR, GPS, and a set of cameras that create a 360-degree picture of the environment. To steer the Roboat III from point A to point B, the data collected by sensors about obstacles and potential collisions is transmitted to the control algorithm, and in return, it provides direction and speed instructions based on the data processing. The Roboat III has an adaptable body that can be modified for trucking as well. Elwave, a French company, received a $1.7 million grant to develop a system by which underwater drones can navigate in murky water. Elwave is the first and only company in the world to develop underwater sensors based on a proprietary technology called BlueSense. They implement a sensing method used by tropical fish that live in muddy waters, where vision and acoustics are ineffective. BlueSense provides a 360-degree and real-time environmental detection, localization, and characterization for underwater and industrial robots. This will help both guided and autonomous robots to inspect and investigate areas previously inaccessible to them. Volvo Construction Equipment showed a prototype construction robot loader based on a robot model created for LEGO. The Volvo LX03 has the same driveline as its toy prototype, the L25 Electric. The only difference is that in this case, the car is not only electric and quiet, but also autonomous. It can work plus or minus 8 hours a shift, and the amount of energy in the battery depends on the workload. Hyundai has announced cars with 90-degree swivel wheels that will begin producing in 2025. The company's subsidiary Hyundai Mobis announced that it already developed the necessary system, and it's even been tested. Thus, cars from the concern will be the first to be able to perform parallel parking and turn on the spot. The Russian company Dragon Tree Labs has reached the finals of the ANA Avatar XPRIZE with a prize fund of $10 million. The event is designed to attract the interest of engineers and investors in the development of systems and applications for remotely controlled robotic avatars. The robot Johnny, created by Russian developers, was able to demonstrate how immersive such systems can be for physical remote operation and communication. PhoenixBot is an electric vehicle refueling robot developed by scientists at the Laboratory of Intelligence-Based Robotics. The technology is unique in that you can control the charging of an electric car with your voice. Being inside the car, the driver uses the voice command, "Charge my car," to signal the collaborative robot, which connects the connector to the car's socket and charges it. While charging, a projection appears in front of the car displaying all relevant information about the trip, such as current charging status, weather information, the car's range, maps, and so on. Yandex, together with Russian Post, has launched robotic courier deliveries from 4 post offices in Komotniki and plans to add robots to another 23 locations within a month. In Moscow, they signed the Code of Ethics for Artificial Intelligence developed by the Alliance Field of AI together with analytical centers under governments as of today. It was developed taking into account international mechanisms and practices that are being actively discussed at UNESCO. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and don't miss any new episodes from the world of high tech.